The sun was just starting to climb over the Amargosa Valley, when Dad John and Alicia pulled up to the Big Dune sand dunes. The massive, towering piles of sand looked like colossal waves frozen in time, beckoning them. "All right, crew," Dad announced, stepping out of the truck, "let's get the Speed UTV ready to eat some sand." With practiced efficiency, they unhitched the trailer and rolled their powerful UTV off the ramps. The machine, a blur of performance and capability, settled onto the soft ground. Helmets secured and harnesses buckled. The engine roared to life, a deep satisfying rumble that echoed off the dunes. Dad put the pedal down, and they shot forward, the tires churning up golden rooster tails of sand. Their first mission was to conquer the biggest slopes. The UTV, with its high-horsepower engine, attacked the steep incline of the main dune. They leaned into the climb, the sand spraying in a plume behind them, until they burst over the razor-thin crest, a breathtaking view of the entire dune field stretching out before them. They spent the next hour carving figure eights and turns, successfully climbing most of the big dunes the desert had to offer. Next up was the adrenaline rush. Dad spotted a section of fast, hard-packed sand that ended in a perfect natural lip. "Time for some air, kids," he yelled over the intercom. They hit the ramp at full speed, and the UTV soared, hanging suspended for a dizzying moment before the soft thump of the landing gear compressed the suspension. They did a few high-flying jumps, each one more thrilling than the last, earning cheers from John and Alicia. Finally, they found the washboard section, a long stretch of 3-foot whoops. Dad feathered the throttle, letting the shocks and massive tires do the work. The UTV skimmed the top of the bumps, flying across the whoops so smoothly, it felt like they were riding a fast boat over choppy water, a blur of motion, and a symphony of mechanical perfection. By noon, the sun was high, and their energy reserves were low. They pulled the UTV into the shade of a small overhang. They shed their helmets, and everyone gratefully pulled out sandwiches and cold drinks for a well-deserved lunch. They recounted their favorite moments. John loved the feeling of floating on the biggest jump, and Alicia couldn't stop talking about the speed over the whoops. With full bellies and sun-kissed faces, it was time to pack up. They quickly secured the UTV, winching it neatly back onto the trailer. After a final check, Dad hopped in the truck, and they started the drive back home. As the big dunes faded in the rearview mirror, John leaned back and sighed contentedly. "Best day ever," he mumbled. Dad and Alicia agreed completely. It was a perfect day, etched forever in the thrill of the ride and the bond of family.